everybody, hope y'all can hear me well. Today we're going to introduce you to Swift's version of the International LT. This is a 2020, okay? So let's first walk around and see how beautiful this truck looks. Of course, double bunks. All brand new, fancy glad hands. Isn't that just beautiful? Loving it. They all come with the air release for the fifth wheel handle, so you don't have to come out here and pull it anymore. You can release it from the inside. Good deal. And this is the air slide, so you can release the air slide, okay, and move it. Now, just so you know, and we're gonna do, me and my student, we're gonna do a video on how to slide the fifth wheel, okay? But as you can see, let's zoom in on those. I want you guys to see this really quick for the slide as it moves forward. And each one of these holes is gonna represent 500 pounds. So whenever we go to move the fifth wheel forward with our load, when we move it forward, each hole we go forward, we're going to take 500 pounds off the rear and move it to the steers, okay? So if we got to move 500 pounds to the steers and we're at 11.2, cool, that's going to move us to 11.7. However, if we move that and we at 11.7, then it's gonna put us at what, 12.2. Guess what? We're over because we can only be 12 on the steers, okay? But that video is coming. I'm just letting you guys know, because this is open, how those pinholes look, okay? You're gonna see them again when we actually learn that. But just so you know, that's how it looks. And these trucks have the 2-bag system per axle. Some trucks you can get 4 bags, which make a smooth ride, but this is a fleet truck. It's not how we roll. They look so beautiful when they're nice and shiny and brand new. In case you wanted to know what the exhaust like, we can see the exhaust, how it dumps on the ground. Can you show it? Can you see that? Yep. You know, the pipes come up the back and everybody, oh, I want the pipes to come up the back, but that's how it looks. It's pretty cool. It's a big old fat pipe down there. I like the chain hooks. My Volvo didn't have this, but I like the chain hooks here because if you don't, they're gonna be in here. And you're gonna see this in the middle. When we go inside, the storage here would be great if you didn't have to leave chain bags in there. The chain bags will take up the whole freaking thing, trust me. I like the way the opening here with the tanks here. It might not seem, oh, that's just a normal thing, right? But in a lot of trucks you have to come back behind here and put it here, and it, depending on how the pumps are set up, it could be a pain in the ass. But International, they have it on the outside right here, which is pretty cool. Ready to go inside? Let's do it. All right, we are inside of the company issued International LT 2020. Okay, so let's just take a panoramic view around the dash and just soak it all in. Big cup holders. You know, I've just noticed this one is more of a, I don't know, I mean, it's not gonna hold much, but I guess it's more of a cup holder slash storage area, I would think. And then you have the big cup holders on each side, and these will hold a big jug. I'm gonna bring my my Arctic cup. You know what? I should go get it and just see if it fits in there.
Sounds good.
Hold on. All right. I have my Arctic This is a 30, so it's not. I have another. I think it's a 45, a real big one, but this one is the 30, and I got a handle on it. I'm just gonna see if it fits in here. That actually fits really nice with the handle.
Yep.
So on both sides, I mean that's actually pretty good. I kind of like that. And then you're able to grab it, use it, and set it back down fairly easily. And why is that a big deal? Because a lot of these trucks, if you have these Arctic and what's the other one? The one that's overpriced. I don't freaking buy. The King of the Roads. Well, you know, y'all know which ones I'm talking about. I can't say the name of them, but they're all basically the same. And whenever you get one of these, put it in your cup holder, it still teeters and stuff because the handle doesn't fit in the cup holders. But this one fits really well. That's pretty cool. I also like the look of this simulated wood. Obviously that's plastic, but doesn't matter. It really looks really nice. And there's a lot. I mean, I like the fact that the switch panels are complete. And when I say complete, it's just more things going on. It kind of makes it look more truckish. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm saying that because you're going to get into something that's like plain, and it doesn't look as interactive. I'll tell you something else I like too. The valves, the brake valves, they are very easily accessible in this truck. Okay, if you get into, God forbid that you ever have to get into a situation, some trucks have trailer brakes. That's the T handle that's coming out of the dash, and you kind of bang down on it, and it'll surge and lock up the trailer brakes. And that happens whenever your trailer will go off to the side. That can happen to you when you have a heavy load, ice, rain, or whatever, and you can slap that trailer brake, just lock them up for a second, which tries to snatch the trailer back into place. You can do that with these, but you have to be ready. You're gonna have to hit the trailer brake and leave the tractor brake pulled, and then pull it back out again to try to correct that issue. I mean, it's kind of a practice that you pray you'd never have to use. However, it's easily accessible if that has to happen. And another thing too, Kenworths are down low, and you kind of have to reach down to do them. And that, I just like the fact that these are really easy. They're right out front, and they're easy to just pull and go. Of course, every truck that Swift ordering right now, unless you are a lease op and you're going to pay to have it, they're all going to be automatic. So this one is obviously an automatic, and we have everything right here. If we can, are we seeing that really good? Mm-hmm. Neutral, drive right there, low, okay, and then reverse, and it's just that simple. We're in neutral right now. This is the engine jake. It's in the same handle. We have 3 positions, 4 if you count off, but then we have 1, 2, 3 full jake. That's really easy to use. I like that. On the other side, we have the wiper switch. Got the push button to squirt. So you just push it in to squirt, which is pretty cool, instead of having to move it or have on some of them there's just a small area that you have to push in to activate the washer squirters. So you have to kind of use your hand, and you'll get used to it. But on this one, you just push the handle in, and it's squirting. That's pretty cool. Guess what? I'm going to cheat. Turn the batteries on. Don't let me forget to turn them back off. 15 miles.
15 miles.
So that's it. Brand spanking new. And while you zoomed in on that, let's look at the dash cluster, man. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to let you look at that. That's pretty cool. I'm turning the vents down so that the air doesn't interfere with the sound in the video. But the dash is on right now. That's pretty cool. I like the way all of the gauges are easy. Look at that. There's separate gauges for the main and secondary air tanks.
There we go.
That's pretty cool. Some of them have those two gauges are in one, which is not bad, you know. But I like the fact that there's two. But the way it's laid out is pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can. We're getting a good view of that.
Yep.
This steering wheel also feels really good. There's some pluses, and you know, in our Freightliner, we don't have a USB up front.
Nope.
And there's a power plug and a USB up front. There's a little lip right here for pins. That's pretty cool. Of course, you have a little storage area right here. I don't know what you could put right there that wouldn't fall out, but you still have a little bit of storage right here. You can set your wallet, and then there's some storage right here. It's knuckle deep, so that's, you know, finger deep there. That's pretty cool. They all have the same radio. I've noticed that. It doesn't matter if it's a whatever truck. They all have the same radio. It's trying to reach our phone. What are my phones? Fifth wheel slide. Yeah, so you got all of your switches right here. It's pretty cool. I like the way the dash is set up. Okay, so we're going to soak up a little AC and then go to the back and see what you know what I'm interested in? I'm interested in what the rear bunk is going to be like as far as vents, because that's important. In the Freightliner, we found that there is no vents to the upper bunk. That sucks ass. Okay, that sucks ass. And we're going to keep getting those bunk because I started the truck.
You report unread message.
That unread message is telling us to log in. But we're not going to log in. It's not our truck. Now, I'm going to get behind you, and then I want you to... CB area, storage. Let's look at this closet. I believe this is what they're considering the closet in the International, and there's shelving in there, and the shelving is screwed in, so you can't, you can undo the bolts, but otherwise this is a shelved closet. It's not necessarily a
it's not bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
it's not as big as the Volvo, but
no, not even close. Not even close. Okay, but you have shelves, so I guess you can, do what you want with them. You know me, I'm gonna end up taking them screws out so I can have all of this space and then put those plastic drawers in there, because you can make more usable space out of it. Okay, but it is what it is. This area, I hope we have good lighting. I don't know if we do, if we don't.
I keep trying to make it. There we go.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. Well, it's got a strap to bolt down on both sides. But my issue was with in this truck, why I did not take the International, is because the width of these cabinets. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna put my arm there, and you can see that there's maybe a foot and a half at the most, but it's not wide enough for a microwave. There's no way. Okay, you can't do it. Let's see if we can turn on the.
That's what I'm looking for.
Let's see. Hold on. All right. I hope the lighting is a little bit better. Okay, and that I'm not turning it to a sweat pig. Let's stay on this side again. I was talking about the width of the cabinets and the accessibility of a microwave. So you can't put a microwave where the door would open traditionally. You would have to turn it sideways, turn it back to the bunk area for you to use it. And I believe that's the way this is designed, for you to do it that way, and that the microwave goes on behind the driver. Okay, so in that sense, maybe it's not a bad deal. You have the built-in, and all of them come with a way to mount your TV, and you can put your TV this way. And in my truck we have a 24, and I got a 24 because it's one they recommended. You can go bigger. I could have put a bigger TV in mine. And we watched Austin Powers the other day. What do you think? You think it was pretty good?
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, because you can get bigger. But what I want you to understand, and everybody listen to me well, I don't care which truck you get, except the Volvo. And I'm going to show you why when we do the Volvo video. Your TV is held on by 4 little screws that go in the mounting plate, okay, and into the back of the TV. So as you're driving down the road, so is the TV. It's going and it's snatching on those little bitty screws that's holding the TV to its bracket. So what do you think is going to eventually happen? So why would you get a super big TV in this little bitty area, by the way? This super big TV with all this extra weight. It wasn't designed for all of this stress as you driving down the road. They didn't believe when they built a TV that they was going to put it in some guy's truck who's going to go bumping down the road. It was supposed to be mounted, stationary, and just support its own weight forever, which would have done just fine. It's not going to be that well. It's not going to do that well while you're driving down the street so quickly. So be cautious about the size of TV you choose to put in your truck, okay? That being said, ours is this way, and in the Freightliner, this bracket is moved over a little further so that this mount is actually here, and you can sit in your bunk and see the TV very well. Not only that, it's over, and when I tilt the TV this way, my co-driver can sit in the driver's seat, I can sit in the bunk, and we can both watch the TV and have a very good view at it.
Yep. Okay.
So that's the TV tip. Let's see what is this. Is a drawer. Yep. Got you a table here. That's pretty cool. The one on. It's got a little. There. Oh, wow. There we go. If you don't close, keep banging on it until you force it closed. And here's a drawer. That's pretty cool. We have a drawer also, but I don't think our drawer is quite that deep. And it's a good thing, because this one is not that deep, because it's deep, and it's got this cute little, and I do mean little, refrigerator. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
In comparison to ours, that is, the Freightliner refrigerators built different, and it has a little. It definitely has more space than this one. Definitely.
I mean, you could
This
put
one
a
has a-
6-pack in there. That's about it. Of Coke.
Yeah. This one has a bigger freezer area, but I don't give a shit about that because I'm not freezing a whole lot. I'm more concerned about keeping food in there, and the other one has a little bit more space for the refrigerator. It has a little lock that prevents the. Now, I got to turn it on. I got to turn it on. There it is. See there? Prevents it from opening. So let's go to the opposite side. Somebody trying to bug me. All right, let's see what we got over here. Let's start with the cabinet space. Look at this.
Same thing.
It's got more,
1, 2.
but you know what? I'm just realizing something on this side. Look at the depth.
Is it deep, deep, deep?
No, look how shallow.
That's not deep.
Look how that's damn near unusable. Damn near. I mean, it's space. Yes, it's usable, but it damn near isn't. That's a not so deep cabinet. This one is fairly deep, but you can't hang anything. There's no hanging room to hang anything. Wow. Okay. Again, this could still work. In fact, let me tell you this. I'm talking about hanging, but I took all the stuff off hangers and I folded them and put them in drawers because it was more usable space. So let me say that before I start bashing non-hanging room, okay? So here is what would be considered hanging room. You see the little hanger thing up there with the stepping away? So whatever you hang, you got to get it around this hump, okay? And if you decided to not sweat it in the camera, but if you decided that you wanted to put drawers in here, those plastic drawers that I use, those plastic drawers really help with storage. How in the shit you gonna get to them with this thing in the way? So I don't know.
Gonna have to work it out.
So far, the cabin design isn't quite what I would like. Let's take a look at the underbunk. Let's see. One thing I like about this is the functionality of everything they have here. Okay, the lighting. I guess you can change the tone of the lighting back here. I ain't gonna turn them on, but sleeper dome. Did it come on?
Yeah. And some red lights came on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Got
All
the
right.
red light special.
The S-bar heater controls are right here. You have more AC controls back here. But and from this point, from this area right here, is about the same as the Freightliner. But what the Freightliner doesn't have, that I wish it did, was the radio controls from the bunk. Volvo had it, and it's really cool that you can change your radio station, turn it up or down from back here. That's pretty cool. If you can Bluetooth your phone to the radio, and then use a connection from your phone to the TV. Use your TV as a monitor screen, and watch your show in surround sound in the truck. And it is freaking cool.
It is.
Yeah,
And it's loud.
And it's like theater-esque.
Yep.
It's really cool to spend some time doing that. Okay, but to have to keep getting up and going to the front to turn it up and down, to adjust the sound, kind of sucks ass. But the fact that they have this one back here is pretty cool. I like that. All right, here we go. Okay, There's 2 little levers. Holy crap!
Oh, wow.
That jumped up. All right.
So we got a hydraulics.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
System on
However, the mattress ain't on it, so that helps out there.
Here's the mattress, y'all.
Yeah, there's the mattress. Okay. Teeny weeny space there. Teeny weeny.
This doesn't have near as much space
Wow,
as
man.
yours.
Wow. Now, there's the chains, okay? You see how much space the chain takes up. The only real underbunk storage is being taken up by the chains. You know, but it's got the chain hooks, okay? So you can move those chains to the chain hooks outside so that you can have underbunk storage, and I believe you're probably going to need it, okay? So, I also want everybody to take a look right here. This is your inverter.
Okay.
See there? That's an inverter. Every one of these trucks have inverters. Okay, so I'm gonna let this back down. There we go. The upper bunk is stationary. It does not fold up, so it's gonna always be down. Okay, so which I gotta tell you, if I was solo driver, it may not be too bad, but this is very claustrophobic with 2 people in here. I just want to say it's very claustrophobic. Okay, look over there in that corner. What do you see over there?
A vent. Woo!
There's a plus for international.
Oh, yeah.
There's a plus. There's another one on that side.
Oh, look. And the fan.
And a fan.
Oh,
That's a plus. Freightliners,
it might be worth living out of a grocery set.
Yeah. Freightliners don't have that.
No,
I'm going to tell you something else, too. I just bashed this lower cabinet, and the fact that this big footstep thing is in the way. But the Freightliner has a ladder, which is freaking beautiful. Except if you was in the bottom bunk and you wanted to get out of there with that ladder down, it's a pain in the ass. It's horrible.
This step.
You step up here, and you get on, and there's no ladder in the way. But again, I'm not.
You're losing storage space.
Yeah, man, I would much rather have the storage space. This is a small cabin, and again, I'm a solo driver. I got no problem in this truck, and it actually is sharp looking inside.
Mm-hmm.
From here forward, it's sharp looking inside. I kind of like that, but I would have a problem with this upper bunk because I don't want to keep this when I always have to sit down when I come back here, and you can't. I'm not going to stand up on the bunk, but you got to always keep watching your head when you come back here. Okay, but if this thing let up, you can bend over to work on your bunk, or if I'm going to prepare food or put a table up here while I do that. I don't have the room because this thing is just stationary. It's just there, and if I'm not using it, why come I can't fold it up? That's just me. It doesn't work for everybody. That's just my personal preference. Other than that, I like the fact that there's vents up there. It's hot.
I really love the fact that there's vents up there.
The fact that the Freightliner does not have those vents up there, mean I have to get the cabin temperature down before we
we burn a lot of fuel to sleep comfortably.
Yeah, and that's even with the optimum idle, whatever they call it. It's just because you have to move the air from the front of the Freightliner up there instead of the truck pumping air up there, and that makes a big difference, a huge difference. So Swift, take this hint from 50. When you order these trucks, please don't order 2021s without upper vents in the Freightliners. It's massively, the temperature difference. This is amazing. It is amazing the temperature difference from down the lower bunk to the top bunk. You think that it's the same space, it's real tight. No. Dude, oh my God. there's at least 40 degrees. And if I don't exaggerate, 30. Easy 30 temperature difference between here and here. So if 60 is tolerable here, 90 is not up there. And you can't get air up there without bringing the entire cabin temperature down, because there's no vents. It is horribly bad. We got to fix that one, Swift. Come on. 2021s, or if you're going to order any more 20s, if you're watching this video, change your order the way you have these trucks spec'd and get vents up there, because it's killing us. If you got a team, it's, oh my, oh God. Look at this. We need vents up there. All right. Let's go to the next truck. Hey everybody, 50 Plus here. What do I do when my recruiter won't return my calls? They're lying to me. They don't have answers to the questions I'm asking. Problem is, once I get those questions, it's already too late. Industry standard. Once a recruiter has got you, they got you. You belong to them. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you my recruiter's information. Her name is Autumn, and if you're thinking about joining Swift, that's who I want you to contact. Give her a call. She's going to send you through the process. Eventually, you're going to wind up on a mentor's truck. When you get in that truck, you're going to be in that truck for $200. For $200, I want your phone in the bunk. If you're willing to do that, I'm going to send you a Blue Pirate headset. You need to let Autumn know 50 Plus sent you.